Starbuck, winner of the DWCC Western Qualifier. Lawliet in rare shape. Terrifying shape. The winner of M Cup, where only Tavern Heroes were allowed. Now on the way to another winner bracket final. Both have eliminated Happy in tournaments recently. But can they do it again is another question. We'll see. If it's a Demon Hunter, that should be expected. Demon Hunter and Warden, the options. Or Tavern Heroes like a Fire Lord, like a Beastmaster. Or whatever Lawliet comes up with. Thank you, JJ Xudo, and thank you, Black Prism, for the lovely support. On the side of Starbuck, you know him. Deuteronomium also, thank you. We got...
Gamba, smiley face.
No Pally Rifle versus Night Elf. It's just not strong enough here. There's quite some counters available with Demon Hunter, with Orbs, with Focus Fire late game. Here we go. Winner bracket final is of course a top 3 performance. Starbuck, I think, would think of himself that he has to reach it here in a B Cup. Especially with people like Life and Kaho already eliminated. But versus Night Elf, it is not necessarily his best matchup, and he is the one having to find solutions. While Lawliet was oftentimes, as a fan, a bit frustrating to watch, he has increased his game significantly. He was one of the first Night Elf to suffer from the hero loss syndrome, even though he's a very good League of Legends player. He lost his heroes when he tried to take some risks, and he was punished for it really, really, really hard. The same goes for creeping. Sometimes he tried to cut a corner and his hand slipped and all of a sudden there was a deny, but not the case thus far. We have actually a pretty passive play for a guaranteed level 2 with Immolation, lots of AoE damage to be secured with good items as well, at least in the damage department, not so much in the ring department. Archmage, Starbuck, lost the worker here actually. And it's going for a Town Hall. Expansion on the human side. Very, very, very strong.
Love for all the Nelfs. Less than 3 go-go Lawliet.
Thank you, Napster.
A town is under siege.
A fellow Lawliet fan, I see. No music playing. Oh. Should be back soon. Nice building positioning here. There's not much surface area for the Demon Hunter to get something done. Number 1 priority is always to knock down the Arcane Tower. Which isn't that easy if there's basically free repair. And now, Lawliet kind of busy with the Footman here. Seeking for some kills, seeking for more expansion. But Starbuck's micro, outside of that one creep slip up, seems to be very fine. He's oftentimes a fan, as far as I could tell, from Double Rex Mass Rifle. Let's see if that works out. We got a counter attack tree, also done 2/3. And Starbuck has a good idea of what's happening. These guys know each other inside out, or should know each other inside out. During Starbuck's rise to the top, it was oftentimes Lawliet to shut him down, especially in something like War 3 Champions Finals. But since then, Starbuck has become a different player, different tier of a player. And tier is the German word for animal, and I think that fits perfectly. Footman scouts that tree position, which is not too uncommon, but not much surface area here, so maybe we just on full 2-base, and then it's a lot about tech and timings. And how disruptive you can be on the way there. Both seem to be fine as long as their opponent's hero doesn't have level 3. I really like that Archer Retreat next to the Moonwells, easy to heal them up. Demon Hunter got the boots, Demon Hunter got the circlet, quite some investment here, but all fine. Is the human expo stronger than your expo? We've seen Cini earlier versus Fortitude, playing a solid game, but solid against this style, against the world-class human isn't enough. And I think it is very, very fair to say that Starbuck is a world-class human. I mean, whoever argues otherwise is a bit delusional in my book, or ignorant, or really, really, really hates Pala Rifle. But it's undeniable that he is one of the best players in the world. Similar to Fortitude, weaknesses versus Night Elf, and Lawliet has been historically strong versus human, even though he loves to complain about them. So, interesting dynamic here, isn't it? Next up, I think this is too loud now, isn't it? It's like to fix the audio and I over-buffed it. There it is. Naga second. Also the standard. We see shredders to help a little bit economically. You don't want to clog up your supply too much with too many workers. So rather get a shredder. Which is just super effective when it comes to lumber. Tier 2, done on both sides. We see lore, Starbuck. In punching distance, always the fragile part of the Night Elves. The base, the lures, the wisps. So I don't think Lawliet can build anything here with the Archmage around. Maybe a bit too early. Night Elves have learned to build their lures in a proxy position, just like here. Starbuck didn't expect or scout this yet. With that, the lures are safe. Nice! Sometimes a solution to a problem can be so easy. Just build your stuff somewhere else. And then you don't have to cancel them. And then your your dryad timings are a lot better. Still, that was maybe a bit unnecessary here. Wisp losses still hurt a ton. Now time for revenge. We get the Blood Mage out. Still on level 1, he's not a problem. On level 2, he is a gigantic problem, which is pretty abnormal for Warcraft 3. Level 2 is usually a nice addition instead of a game-changing timing. And people have to get used to that and try to find ways around that. But I think this Demon Hunter wreaking quite some havoc here, maybe on the cost of a TP. As Lawliet, as we said, has fixed his issue of losing heroes a lot. I might have cursed him right here, but it's a noticeable improvement. Like tier 3 techs, they are also a very noticeable improvement. 50%. On the way to tier 3, orbs are necessary, and Starbuck's forces have suffered quite a bit, and another militia lost to the creeps. Maybe Starbuck not fully online yet, maybe a bit overwhelmed. We see a very early Ancient of Wind. I like it. 3 production buildings against the strong human economy. Lawliet tried to make fairy dragons work. A lot of people said that is more or less impossible because rifles are so strong. But in the right position, they can wreak havoc on sorcerers and priests and everything that counts. The big strength for Starbuck is mass. 20 food lead already, double healed scroll, beast scroll. Lawliet was very conservative in spending. He doesn't have a bank despite this expo being up. He's cutting reinforcements, which I really like. He has a shredder, maybe it's on purpose. Oh, actually, this might be true. Town portal to the expo. Was that a tactical reposition? To go to the other shop to grab up more heal scrolls? He doesn't have the gold for it right now. But if he approaches Lawliet's base with 4 heal scrolls, how is that winnable? Oh, there's only one available. 3 heal scrolls. How is that winnable? That could be super smart. Workers idle. Waiting for the call. We got mortars against the dryads. And fairy dragons are the key. Are supposed to be the key. Starbuck takes a look. I like this base, man. Ancient of War up front. Double Moonwell to heal. Defensive AP. Instant reinforcements. All designed to hold that second base. Is it enough? The buffer building Ancient of War. Rather useless at this point. But yeah, he went for the 3rd heal scroll. Sweet. Starbuck took a liking to these heal scrolls quite some time ago. We have a very tanky Demon Hunter, but he'll probably be banished across the entire fight. This doesn't look like 64 food, does it? 3 bears, 3 dryads, still a lot of archers. The 2 fairy dragons are in. And we leapfrog forward to get the shop control. A classic Hammerfall siege. To simply control the shop. I like it. Invisibility coming in. This is of course a target for the Night Elf. You don't want towers against you at any cost. Fairy dragons move forward. Oh, he realizes these rifles are maybe a bit exposed, but man, they gun them down so quickly and can reach now. But one fairy dragon is only hitting a priest for healing. You really want to heal them when they dispel all the Sorks who cast slow. So the position of Starbuck is pretty phenomenal, I gotta say. Demon Hunter in a bit of trouble, but he has an Ankh and he has a potion. So it doesn't really matter too much if he dies here. Towers are coming up though, and Starbuck with quite a big win. Only 1 staff, only 1 orb. And he's actually attacking the forest here. What's left for Lawliet? Lumber is looking good. Reinforcements are coming in quickly. Oh, he has to take a lot of wisps now. This is such a well-fortified position. Angle of attack and army positioning is really impressive. Now we see the impact of fairy dragons a little bit better, especially on the sorcerers. Oh, how they melt. But on the other side, we have a cannon tower. Didn't even see that. Rare to have that at this stage of the game. Only attacking archers for now. The arcane! Sick nuke on the blood mage, but there was an invul potion ready. Fairy dragons should be nuked in a second. The rifles are incredibly strong. Level 4 on the blood mage. Not much of a help, to be honest. But nice stats, I guess. Starbuck is barely losing everything, is able to control and replenish everything. And yeah, as long as the fairies are only attacking priests, this is not much of an impact. Wisps are coming in, draining more mana, but there's always banish, there's always mana on the heroes, thanks to the blood mage. Trouble City for Lawliet now. Hammerfall, a very good Night Elf map recently, might turn into Starbuck's favor. Because there's no mine running out, there's no tier that he's reaching, there's no silver lining on the horizon for Lawliet. Very, very well designed mid-game plan. Shop control upper right. No risks taken. TP to the left-hand side. Shop control, towers up with mortars. You just get so much positional advantages that it's incredibly hard for the Night Elves to knock you down. Micro by Lawliet, pretty damn good. The fairy position, unfortunately not what you want. And that is game for Starbuck. Impressive, promising, and a very good start to this series. The Happy versus Starbuck rematch is getting closer. We're 2 maps away. I don't think Lawliet had any major flaws in this game. It was simply Starbuck's plan was overwhelming and the execution was good enough. So we have an Archmage Warden situation. And that should go into Lawliet's favor, I would say. Footman arrives, trying to disrupt this a little bit. I am surprised to see the Warden not blinking over. I'm not sure if there's a... Oh, the steal is big! And yeah, this could have probably been prevented. No way he last hit at this. Ooh, that was close. That was super close. Ancient of War in trouble. We get the Shadow Strike early. Lawliet expected this early harass probably, and because of that, because he can't guarantee level 2, he went for the safer Shadow Strike option. But now that the Shadow Priest was stolen, probably a bit confusing, Shadow Priest, Shadow Strike, etc. This is not creepable anymore. Love that disruptive play by Starbuck. With the steal, with the harass. He's taking away all the beauty of Twisted Meadows. But it's all about success and it's all about the W, and who can blame him?
A player's forces are under attack.
So now the healing and the dispel is on the human side. He's tower rushing, isn't he? Sick! The Ancients of War are so far away. So gutsy. So gutsy. To tower push the best anti-tower push Night Elf in the world. But who expects this? The farm! The mana farm! He needs it to be able to produce something. Some people place a lumber mill, some people place a farm. Oh, this was not to be expected. Hard counter to Lawliet's Warden, which sees her strength in the late game. Nobody wants to play against Lawliet's late game Warden. You gotta crack him early if you want to stand a chance. This is the 4th Ancient of War in this game, in production right now. Can they deal with towers? Warden might sacrifice her life here. Careful, buddy. He needs nighttime to work on these Moonwells. Now Blink would actually be kind of nice, ironically. Do we have a Hunter's Hall somewhere? I don't think so. He has to hold this with archers only, and if Starbuck ever gets the resources and time for defense, that's probably the knockout punch. New archers streaming in, reinforcement from everywhere. 1 Ancient of War down, 3 to go. And what about the towers? Guard towers first and foremost. Warden will probably die. Little bit of healing. Archers use the time to lay some damage in. Guard tower cancelled. Very important. Lawliet playing around the strength of the Warden, hiding in the shadows. Same for the Archer. But he has to commit at some point to this tower again. Trying to get more archers in. Trying to distract one more time. But when the tower is up, it's incredibly hard to kill. And that is now. Gotta retreat even further. There's still no Hunter's Hall. There's still no tech. Archers versus Footmen are surely an advantage for the Footmen. And Starbuck, we talked about the Mountain King opener with the tower push. Now it's an Archmage opener. One of the towers is down. Warden. What can she do? Town Portal gone. Telestaff to get back into the base. Fan of Knives would be a dream. This was all to access the one Moonwell he had still left. Hail Mary play. Lawliet, after a wonderful, wonderful Beaker performance, might see the lower bracket, or might face the lower bracket after just 15 minutes. Is he rebuilding anywhere? No, not really. The Ancient of War is up. The second one at the lab was cancelled, by the way. And now we're marching forward with the towers. Archmage level 2.5. Where are these archers supposed to hide? Brilliant! Another strategic victory for Starbuck. He robs us of a potential Game of the Year candidate. He robs us of the beauty of mid and late game Twisted Meadows. But he does what needs to be done. Stop Lawliet early. Keep the Warden low. And nobody plays like this. Starbuck
A
could
player's
eliminate
forces
both
are
of his
under attack.
teammates, Lawliet and Soin, with 3 and 3. 3-0-3-0.
A town is under siege.
I wouldn't like to be on Starbuck's team. Ay, ay, ay. Not a nice teammate he is.
A player's forces are under attack.
Question for Starbuck, 2-base or not? As we said, poison, purge, strong creeps on the left-hand side. Lawliet with the ring for the first time. Maybe that's the element that was missing in the early game so far. More armor on the Demon Hunter. What the? Go back, brother. That Ogre Magi, slightly confused.
A player's forces are under attack.
Not too much to do at the moment. Rather calm early game. Or you might be surrounded here. Glitch is out of it. Good. Okay, first kill. Probably out of many. Starbuck is going for the 2-base. No Tavern Heroes. No Keeper. Is that all too predictable? Starbuck's game plans seem rock solid so far today. Super well prepared. Well executed too. Oh, unfortunately, the Water Elemental is not going to Lawliet. High pressure on the Korean now to get something done here. Archer's in position, but the Demon Hunter is hurt. Level 2 evasion helps a ton. And Archer's laying in the damage, trying to reduce the footmen before they get too strong with defend. Better kill them. But as we've seen yesterday, you gotta convert damage into kills, otherwise this is all useless, especially on maps that have a health count. Well, I try to build the strongest possible Demon Hunter for this very timing. I don't think it's enough. Almost fully healed. Tech is running. Wisps everywhere. This keeps them safe and brings them a lot of lumber. But it also makes it so that water elemental attacks are great. But he has some backup. These 2 wisps in the main might then be used against the harassing water elemental. Starbuck splits are good. Never give too much room to the Demon Hunter with immolation. 1 or 2 workers, totally fine. Might get trapped here. Very narrow situation. And again, gotta retreat, gotta heal. Use the nighttime as long as it lasts.
A player's forces are under attack.
You're done. Follow up Naga. He's not really close to a tavern, is he? So far, it's the Demon Hunter show. But he's only 2.2. Town portal, boots, staff. Yep. Plays it safe. Moves away. 1 more bath, maybe, and 1 more round of attack. What I like is the aggression. Starbuck never had the chance to move out onto the map. Lawliet will contest him here again with the Naga. Both heroes solid to very good orb carries, as I still expect Mountain Giants to dominate the late game, or at least that is supposed to be the goal. And Starbuck is getting distracted here. More time at home. This should be safe lures. Whoever the chatter was that donated to a good cause. Thank you, man. So nice. Much appreciated. Lawliet's staff is not on cooldown. He keeps the door open here with his own unit so he can't be blocked. Shop coming up. Blacksmith coming up. This is the first time we see real damage and real kills. It is all great saves by Starbuck though, but he can't save all anymore. It is straight as archers are falling. Demon Hunter surrounded. Staff 15 seconds. This gotta be a town portal. Huge value loss. Or is it? Demon Hunter tanky. Takes another victim. Portals out. Doesn't want to stay in a second longer than necessary. This is a dent in Starbuck's play, but I don't think this will push him back too far. Starbuck is just rock solid today, man. Ooh. Lawliet is playing by no means bad. He's laying in the necessary aggression. He's trying to find some good angles to attack, but Starbuck is everywhere. All the time. All at once. This was a flawless economy game for Lawliet though. No cancelled Nors, no killed Wisps, except the ones he wanted to detonate anyway. That might open up the late game.
Players' forces are under attack.
He doesn't have the necessary levels. Archmage is not explode. Oh, using Shadow Melt against the Night Elf. Sneaky, sneaky. Blood Mage, of course. Rifles stay at home. Do not be threatened. You don't need them in this. Oh, actually? Wait, one rifle at home. That's a big one. Yeah, exactly. You keep them home so exactly this doesn't happen. And that's level 3 too. Little bit of a dono. All of a sudden. The Zeppelin drop, still a bit scary, but since there's no building and construction, this is merely a distraction. Very, very, very annoying Zeppelin play though. It's getting the attention. It's getting quite annoying. Pit Lord third here as well. Like a Sonic, like a Cini. Let's see what that was, to be honest. It is the theme of the day so far. Blood Mage can still be controlled by Blood Mage. Pit Lord can be controlled via Blood Mage later. But for that he has to get levels, and for that he has to start creeping, which didn't happen at all. Was a shop? Yeah, interesting. And it's certainly a switch by Lawliet to not go for early shops. Ignoring quote-unquote staffs and orbs so far. Going fully onto bears. And then the follow-up should be Rain of Fire. A lot of healing. Yeah, he gets the effect of a replenishment potion almost alone by a reju that he's waiting for. I like the optimization, even selling these little tier 2 items. Creep check by Starbuck though, with rifles. Oh, Lawliet didn't see that coming. He lost his town portal before. He's getting trapped with flow and maybe a boulder here. Lawliet is facing a Zeppelin as well, making things very, very tricky. Needs a reju, gets the reju. No dispel yet on the priest. I think he notices it now as well. Yeah, take my mana away. Who cares? Lawliet at the same time. Busy. Zeppelin at 50%, but Starbuck, careful. Still an anti-air unit here, unloads. And with that, everything is safe, but also with that, Lawliet gets the big mana potion, gets the experience, 2.7 on second and third hero. This is a solid distraction. This is a solid delay. But Starbuck again, a new part of his play. Sacrificing town portals early, and now what do you do? No MGs on the way. No triple orb. This economy is too safe.
The player's forces are under attack.
Both players still have a lot of room to scale. Starbuck is at 80 though. Double leveled. Oh, Cloak of Flames is maybe the best drop he could have found. AoE damage for free on a tanky beast like Brutilis. That could be good. We got amazing AoE with Cleave already against Breakers. And then if he reaches the casters, on top of that comes Immolation. Let's see if Starbuck can control this all. These Dryads might suffer quick and big. Howl of Terror instead of Rain of Fire with the Cleave too. I guess that makes sense. You want him to hit Archmage out of the fight to get another heal scroll, which might be a lifesaver, similar to Hammerfall. Starbuck with the back against the fount on the way to the winner bracket final versus Happy. Loot for the rifles, obviously amazing. Blood Mage not level 3 yet. Lawliet trying to get out of the situation, was banking at 1,000 gold. Naga has the town portal, trying to save that. Both armies rather slow. This is a perfect situation for the new Orb of Slow, by the way. What we got here? Only an Ancient of War. Demon Hunter is coming back with the first Orb and the first Staff. Lawliet turns around, trying to make the Pit Lord work. Finally! That is a lot of healing. He has one heal scroll. Redo is not an option against all these breakers anymore. Curious how he wants to keep the Pit Lord alive. It is a fantastic damage dealer. Might need a staff, gets the staff. Slow everywhere. Dryads in for the Dispel. So far, well played by both. The tug of war ensues. It is 25 supply less. Lawliet holds his ground with the Tri-Hero and the better levels, but quantity over quality. Mountain Giants coming. Takes so much time though. We've seen high-level Naga get lots of kills against casters recently. Now the two Mountain Giants. Can't close the supply gap yet. Oh, is this level 3 Blood Mage? Quite big. $4,000 damage already on the Pit Lord. Will only go up. Let's Starbuck with the Militia here. On the way to the winner bracket final. Can he get into a position? He's engaging without the Mountain Giants. Is Lawliet losing patience? He saw a situation somewhere, maybe with the help of the creeps. Staff used. He only has one. I am not really sure why he's engaging here, but alright. Demon Hunter almost surrounded, counter blocks it. Staff's on cooldown. Taunt prevents some damage. Immediately microed against. These units are supposed to soak up the damage, free the Dryads, free the heroes of all the pressure in the fights. Next Mountain Giant, number 3. Pit Lord control, needs a Dispel. Doesn't get it. Demon Hunter is back. Blood Mage far forward. The Pit Lord Mountain Giant combo is scary for the late game for this army of Starbuck, and he realizes it himself. Cues the tier 3. No all-in, no push. The staff is ready for the Pit Lord yet again. This was 3,000 damage of the Pit Lord in this little fight.
Player's forces are under attack.
Breakers, no damage. Rifles, no damage. Very stressful fight now, but constant shop control, similar to Hammerfall. Lawliet's resilience is remarkable. Pitlord is cleaving away. Imagine this guy having more damage items. Double staff now. But it's daytime, and I wonder how long the moon juice lasts. He's swarming forward now, going for the Dryads. That's one down. They're not dancing at all. Might even get this one before the staff goes off. There was one more volley. Super close situation. Starbuck realizing the situation. If there's no Pit Lord, I can dive deep against this. Taunt, 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 taunt everywhere. Both staffs on cooldown now. Pit Lord in a bit of trouble. Heal potion at the ready. Needs to retreat. Of course, no chance for Riju in this fight with all the breakers, but all the breakers are about to fall. Crazy, crazy situation. A dream of a Night Elf versus human matchup here. And a TP by Starbuck as he's in the risk of losing a lot. And now the specialty of Concealed Hill. The fountain is ready for you. Or is he? The creeps are still there. Is that an opportunity for Starbuck? He portaled to his expo, going for his own fountain, plus the region scroll. He will be ready in no time. Lawliet trying to survive until nighttime to get the moon juice back up, but the supply is in favor of the Night Elf for the first time. The Pit Lords. Big difference maker. 12,000 damage. But now we have new solutions. These are knights. And knights cut through mountain giants like a hot knife through butter. And what's the tool to deal with them? Not gonna be too many. A paladin on top as well. Wonder if an alchemist would be better. Can he get the Pit Lord to 5? No, right? Plus the green, it's not enough. Cleave level 3 is 90% AoE. And level 2 was very destructive already. Nature's Blessing. Gold mines. 800 versus 800. Lawliet's Tree of Eternity might be a win condition here. Hell of a game. 4.7, not enough. But during the fight, he might get to 5. Starbuck has 2 heal scrolls though. Maybe because he's getting all the heal scrolls all the time and Alchemist isn't necessary and the Paladin with Devotion Aura is actually better. But Cleave is not calculating with armor in mind, right? Oh, the Mountain Giants are trailing quite far behind. Banish immediately dispelled. The Dryads have to take care of the heroes. That's their biggest purpose right now. One upgrade here, slow effect Mountain Giants for a bit, but they are not damage dealers, so it doesn't really matter. What matters is the Pit Lord, and what matters is the Demon Hunter. Blood Mage actually low mana. We got enough fire in on a lot of targets. Now would love to see Wisp detonate on top of that army. Pit Lord is out of the fight soon. Very soon! Fork Lightning trying to get some kills doesn't work. Where is the damage now? He's aiming for the Blood Mage, but the Blood Mage Paladin combo is terrorizing a lot of matchups. Coming online soon! Invo Potion last second. Man, he was holding on to that for a long time. Pit Lord coming back. Demon Hunter out of the fight for so long. It's not the right target. Needs some caretaking here. Mountain Giants getting lower and lower and lower, and the army for Starbuck still looking fine. Insane sustain, but he saw the opportunity for some XP. Pit Lord level 5. How much Dryad mana is available? Not too much. If the Banish goes through the entire time, that is a problem. Demon Hunter not even back to full health, but he's pushing back the human on tier 3, which is crazy. Starbuck taps out and Lawliet wins the game. MG equals GG. Second time this tournament where it happens in amazing style. Cini showed it a bit earlier today in a match versus Fortitude. Lawliet comes to the same conclusion that this wall of stone is unbreakable. And we got ourselves a series. Similar to Kaho versus Suck. Concealed Hill goes to the Night Elf. Pit Lord had an immense impact. We always praise the human sustain. They got free mana. They got a great heal. They even had Inner Fire and the heal scrolls this time. But yet it wasn't enough against this scary, scary, scary Demon Hunter Pit Lord combo. The Rex isn't finished. What the heck is this? He's triple power building the farm. Can someone explain this to me? Little bit of a mistake? Or is this on purpose? Like Starbuck's brain might be too big for me to understand. Power built the barracks by accident, then took all the workers away.
Forces are under attack.
It's quite expensive, isn't it? Hero is also late. Oh, Starbuck getting shaky. Sign of nerves, or is this the 1 in a million times where this happens? It's just a very unfortunate timing. He lacks wood for the second farm because of the mistake. He probably forgot to build the first farm and then had to power build. Couple of seconds, man. Couple of seconds matter, especially in an early game. Starbuck gets the trap. Oh no, that was just the Tuska. The Nullbrute goes to Lawliet. That is close to level 2. He's contesting the middle early. Because of these few seconds, Starbuck was late to the party. Ooh, Lawliet trying to block the Archmage to grab up the item. That would have been nice. Now it's some free damage against the demon with the 1 null still available. We tag fast as we can. For Starbuck, it is now the 4th farm and it's again an expansion play. Becoming predictable. No instant harassing. Again, he wants to jump on this play when the town hall is coming up, when the tower is coming up. Until then, a little bit of time to retreat, a little bit of time for leveling, and then we march across. Starbuck got to stabilize a little bit, brush this off, shit happens. Four lumber workers, very low. Should be fine though. No Archmage, Town Portal, wakes up the creeps. Circlet board, dust on Starbuck, love to see it. Very, oh, no boots. Just the staff. Oh, look at him go. Into the main we go, where there's no tower, where there's no fortification. Archmage has the boots to answer this. No tower either. Tricky play. I said, is he maybe too easy to read? Answer is no. Always got a cheeky play. And this is gold mine time. He's at 0. He can't power build anymore. Locks in the base. This is a town portal, but I think this is for sure worth it. Would have loved to get one more kill though. Tower... What? Was about to say, what are you doing? Delay on the hero, delay on the level, delay on the creeping, delay on the expo. All just a little bit. These things add up. Puncher's Hall and Tech should line up nicely as you want to go for a Naga. Exactly. Starbuck didn't start the tech. He's still very hurt here. He is nowhere near to the lumber he needs either. Starbuck aiming for a creep jack. Wrong position. Doesn't have the perfect read anymore. We go into the main, where we have the perfect timing for lore cancel if there would be lores. But if there's no lores, you can't cancel them. It's still a delay. He has a wisp here. But Footman, Archmage, Water Element. Oh, not even Water Elementals. Footman, Archmage trying to terrorize the base. We got a big Exodus. Oh, Naga Archer's trailing behind. Wants to hold it with Demon Hunter only. Demon Hunter's here. Counter aggression. Oh, that's a big delay. On lores. Nice counterplay by Starbuck. Appreciated. The Footmen are in position for more harass, but the Demon Hunter... Ooh, he almost got in! He almost got in! Starbuck is teching. Needs the Lumber Mill anyway. Why not to wall it off? But there's a Wisp here! All the attention was at the top! Not near... But how does he get out? Maybe you don't have to? A shop? Keck? What the hell is this? What's going on? And now he simply walks out. Can't get surrounded. Amazing play by Lawliet. So creative. But it's a high wire act, guys. If he gets surrounded, he's dead. Oh my god. Oh my god. What a play. Ancient fell. Starbuck was a little bit overwhelmed. Couldn't go for the lures. Chop now cancelled. As he doesn't need it anymore. That was a lot of mining time. Anything it takes to slow down the human. Now shoes on the other foot. Naga Arch is not in position. Is that enough to cancel? He had a cloak. Good point. But there was dust, I guess. Oh, there's dust now. Maybe I didn't catch it. Footman dice, level 3. Lore up. Wow, that game is insane by Lawliet. What a player. But this is not the end of the road. The human expansion is still running. Lumber is currently a weakness. Especially since he cancelled the lumber mill. Yeah, this is not the Lawliet of 2 months ago. Trying to get in again. This time he has to realize this is Fort Knox. I can't get in anymore.
A player's forces are under attack.
Zeppelin now. Wait, you walled off? Let me find a way around it. Super late. Tier 3 done. Of course, timings for bears suffered a lot. Both with a lousy lumber situation. Very important scout for Starbuck to see that there was a night elf at the laboratory. He might expect the Zeppelin play, but can he do something about it? Tower almost done. Human army in position. It's only a demon hunter. He can sacrifice his mana, no problem. Do more damage. Take some workers off the grid. Gotta be a little careful, but he is. In the meantime,
a player's forces are under attack.
He needs the shredder. Who does he need that shredder? Naga creeping. There we go. Upgrades can start, but we don't even have the adept upgrade. Still threatening a drop. It's very hard. Maybe too hurt? Pit Lord third, ready to rock. We got a ring, we got gloves, we got circlets. Now we need levels. Demon Hunter coming back in. Ready to deal 1 or 2 more blows. It was getting scary. But the Zeppelin HP seems fine. Oh, Starbuck, big fan of the boats on Warhail. Is he a fan of Zeppelins here on Springtime? Probably not. All these amazing plays could be ruined by the state of lumber.
A player's forces are under attack.
They could all be meaningless because there were 2. The shredder was maybe too late and the wisps on lumber weren't enough. Hindu potion for the Pit Lord gets the heal scroll as well. Willing to engage actually as the Demon Hunter is back. Oh, sniping the workshop. Love that Demon Hunter play. Never with the army. He's engaging into a fight now. No TP. Demon Hunter can't step in, but he doesn't have a way out either. There's an item on the ground, the Rune Bracers. Wouldn't have mattered much, but it's a nice little donation for Starbuck. Trying to evacuate now. And that will work.
Player's forces are under
Workshop?
attack.
Still not finished. Never committing too much to the fights, but this spell is very, very limited. Demon Hunter is coming in with the orb, with the staff. It is a similar fight to Concealed Hill, but there's no mountain giants this time. Still, you gotta run away, and there are Sorks in play, plus Banish as a crowd control maneuver. Gotta be careful here now. Fork lightning onto some casters. Heal scroll at the ready. Lawliet, no combat items anymore. Fighting against 20 food more. The bear safe is insane. Oh my god. How many dispels does he have? I think this was the last one, really. The heroes, as so often, carrying it for Lawliet. Starbuck bleeding. This was a 20 food lead at one point. Couple of kills possible, but do you run a risk it? Probably not. Slow. Critter? No way! No way! Oh my god, how unlucky! That is so heartbreaking, man. A freaking pig cost your life. And maybe your winner bracket run.
A player's forces are under attack.
13 minutes of almost perfect, immaculate play. Wiped out because a critter is in the way. That's insane. I mean, he was walking right, left before.
Ponder WC3, let's go.
If that doesn't happen, the pig isn't there, but Jesus. That's heartbreaking. This time, we get the Cloak of Flames not on the Pit Lord, but rather on the other side. Buyback on the Demon gets the Helm of Valor. Amazing for Demon Hunter and Pit Lord alike. The Light is constantly staying at 50 food. This is why it's kind of competitive still, but Starbuck is knocking on his door, and once again, he got his favorite item with Heal Scroll.
Player's forces are under attack.
ACAB, all critters are bastards. I like that. Lawliet again trying to make the Mountain Giant transition work. If he wasn't forced into the Tavern revive, he could have gotten 2, but the lore is down anyway. Has to rebuild it. And yeah, by the way, the workshop is finished.
A player's forces are
Tier 3
under
is on the
attack.
way. Starbuck all the cards in his hand. Level 4 on the Naga. Is it the heroes again that can save him? The Pit Lord is nice, but you need so much Dispel. This choke is a bit odd as well. makes it very wonky. Starbuck allowing Lawliet to live. Doesn't want to engage here. Yeah, this choke is, if you're up against Bears, Mountain Giants, Demon Hunter, maybe not your favorite. And the time is ticking in favor of him, right? Economy is clearly in favor of Starbuck now. Tech's gonna be in favor of Starbuck now.
Forces are under attack.
How do you stop? How do you stop Starbuck from kicking you down to the lower bracket? 4 heal scrolls, 80 food, tier 3 upgrade soon, and he can push and research in the meantime. With enough fire, with fragmentation shards, an amazing adjustment. Pit Lord with an anti-magic, trying to get into the backline, trying to destroy the casters and mortar teams. Dryad Dancers are fine. Bear struggling to reach. Bears in general struggling big time. New Mountain Giants coming in. Once again, we're fighting into a choke. It's a little bit of a sandwich here, but this Pit Lord needs the support. Maybe that frees the battlefield, opens it up for the Demon Hunter MDNGs, but it's nice how little impact they have. Demon Hunter in trouble, needs to step soon, gets it! But now, this Pit Lord on his own has to turn around. It's only 6k damage as of now, but the supply gap might again close here. We are down 3 heal scrolls. Is Lawliet seriously weathering this storm? That would be unheard of almost. Starbuck repositions the fight. This choke did him no favor. Let's not forget the Naga in the back, by the way. 9,000 damage is really good too. Kills another mortar team. Lawliet is alive. What a madman. The heroes aren't getting weaker, but we're far away from a state of the game as we had before with the Pit Lord level 5. But this was a fight against 4 heal scrolls. Unbelievable. Both players strapped for cash, actually. You don't want to fight this with... apparently, you don't want to fight this with an empty inventory.
A player's forces are under attack.
That engagement was not his to take. Lawliet wants to level as much as he can. Right, but tier 3 is online. Paladin, enough fire, frag shards, knights. So many answers all at once. And Lawliet doesn't scale too much anymore. More XP. More and more and more XP. Is Asgalore the savior of the Night Elf?
Players' forces are under attack.
Lawliet, what a fighter. He could pull the Shredder. He got 2k. That's a little bit of an adjustment. Starbuck again able to afford 3 heal scrolls. Just the power level of this army is still rising. We get Blizzard on top as well. It helps the Dryads conserve some mana, but what's the... There's no disable here. You can't stop Blizzard. You have to run out of it. Well, let's see how it goes, everybody. 150 supply food... supply fight. Enough fire is online. Pitlord close to 4. He is the forefront. Mountain Giants are actually taking damage now, but we don't have Knights in this. Pitlord level 4. Getting a bit scarier, mostly because of the stats. Mountain Giants try to reposition the fight. Naga in a bit of trouble. There's 0 consumables here on Lawliet's side. Needs to get the Pitlord out. Does it? Breakers might be falling soon. Lawliet retreating, but the slow trap is kicking in. We got one accompanying Dryad here to get rid of slow. Army is all over the place. Oh, that was a Watchen. What prevents Starbuck to pull through? Finger on the trigger. Alright, supply block, main base empty. Now at home during nighttime, always a little bit more regen, but the mortar teams are shooting on the mountain, on the moonwells. Now they gotta run with the mountain giants coming from behind. Once again, a sandwich situation that didn't do Starbuck any favors when it was a little bit further up top. We got one heal scroll left. Demon Hunter needs a step very soon. Naga takes care. A redo would be a godsend now. He had a bear, but uses it for roar to boost the Pitlord up to plus 27. Now he needs to be able to do some damage. Blood Mage on the run. Demon Hunter back, but hurt. Shredder in the fight. Blizzard everywhere. What about that Demon Hunter? Can he save him? Doesn't look like it. Last bit of moon juice. The mortar team blocked. Somehow he's still alive, but now he's dead. Paladin maybe? No, he got big healing. And this might just be the end here. More bears falling. The mountain giants don't look too good anymore, and constant control on the Pitlord. Where's the Hail Mary? There's no money at all to bring anything back here. Bear saved against the blizzard, but 14 foot mountain giants about to drop. There's always a solution for these human heroes. Starbuck feels the wrath of Asgalor, but he portals out, and then there's a region scroll for super cheap. He has 900 gold bank. And this is unrecoverable, I think. The tree made it over. "23 minutes in, there's still a way for Starbuck to scale with knights." There was no wisps really. There's no mana really. And nighttime is... the next round of attack. Blizzard level 3 is an absurd spell. How much gold for Starbuck? 1400. That's 2 minutes of mining. Lawliet has to hold him to survive, but an uncancelable blizzard. And banish should be too much. I would love to replay this game without the Demon Hunter loss, because everything else looked fantastic. Would have loved to see the strat also on map 1 and map 2 if possible. Well, map 2 was twisted. That wasn't possible. But the mountain giants have nothing left. We get polymorph now for a second as well. Oh, would Lawliet love to have that tool to him. And he just has to stand there and wait until he's out of the ethereal form. Poor Asgalor. He tried it all, and this strategy is amazing. But Starbuck was always a bit ahead, was always the aggressor. The Demon Hunter kill shouldn't have happened. None of the two. And Starbuck takes the W into the winner bracket final. It is the same winner bracket final as was D-Cup 16, as was their grand final. It is Starbuck versus Happy, and Lawliet has to seek success in the lower bracket, a stacked lower bracket alongside Moon and Focus and 120 and Blade. The series was clearly heating up the longer it went. I would have loved to see game 5, but Starbuck with a myriad of heal scrolls able to take the W